Hello, everybody. It's halfway through the season, and you know what that means? It's time to look through how all the teams are doing. We're going to go through this alphabetical order, and let's start off with the Anaheim Ducks. This team, I expected to do good, but I expected them to take third place, with the Kings being in first, Edmonton Oilers, and then the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks. I expected them to make the playoffs. They're performing to the level I expected them to. If Golden Knights were not doing as good as they are right now, they would be in third place. That is amazing, but it's not good enough to bring you into the finals, the playoffs. You guys need to kick it up a notch and start bringing your A game starting now. We're halfway through the season. If you don't start winning games, you're going to have to hope for that wild card, which is going to go to the Central Division, which is just demolishing right now. Alright, Arizona. You guys are terrible. You started off the season with a 11-game loss streak, I think. Really bad. And right now, you guys are 10, 27, and 6. You are terrible. You're in last place in the Western Conference behind the Canucks. You are going to have to tank. You guys had one of the best off seasons in the NHL. If you continue that, you're going to be a strong team. Just continue to tank. Continue what you're doing right now. You have playoff capabilities in 3 to 4 years. Good luck, Arizona. The Boston Bruins. This team, I thought would be 4th, 3rd, or 5th. 3rd through 5th area. They're playing to that area. Right now they're tied for 2nd with the Maple Leafs, which is surprising, but I was expecting around that to happen. There's not much to say upon that. It's just they're doing what I expected. Buffalo Sabres. You guys are mediocre. That's it. That's all you are. You're mediocre. But this year, you're bad. You're not mediocre anymore. You're just bad. Just terrible. You are not going to make the playoffs. I'm betting a lot of money. I'm not going to bet, but I would bet a lot of money that you guys end the season in 8th place in your conference division. I would probably say that you guys will end in last place in your conference. But that's just what I think. Maybe the Ottawa Senators will start trashing it up. They haven't been doing that well either, but I think they will be last place in the conference. Buffalo, you are going to be sad for another year. Calgary, you're not doing terrible. You're not doing good, but you're not doing terrible. I would say you're still in the playoff zone, but you gotta keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and you have a chance. Just keep that constant push. Always. I believe in you guys. You guys have the capability of going to the playoffs and possibly even winning your conference. Good luck, Calgary. That's all I'm going to say. Carolina Hurricanes. There's not much to say about this team other than they need to get out of Carolina. They're terrible. They don't fill up their stadium. They need to leave. They aren't bad enough to start tanking. They're mediocre. They're keeping up with Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh, right? Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh. They're keeping up with the Penguins right now, which is good, but Carolina Hurricanes, get out. Go somewhere else. Go to Quebec. Quebec wants a hockey team. Go over there. You need to get out. You don't have a fan base that supports you right now. Get out. That's all I'm going to say. Chicago. You're doing bad. I wasn't expecting this from you. I wasn't expecting you to be a basement team. I was expecting Avalanche to do that again. But they also did something in the off-season. Blackhawks, you're going to do terrible. You're second. You're not going to make playoffs. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to make it this year. Your off-season consisted of trading away future players for past players. You threw away your chances in the future for a possibility this year. You're not going to do it again this year. And I would say that you're not going to do it next year either. Get used to being a losing team again, Blackhawks. Get ready to root for the Cubs again. Because you're not going to have a good hockey team for a while. Let's move on to the Colorado Avalanche, which last year was the worst team in the NHL, but now they're not doing so bad. They're currently in 5th place in their division, almost keeping up with the Stars, tied with Minnesota for 5th. I would say that they possibly have the possibility of making the wild card. I wouldn't say they have a good chance, but they have a slight chance of making it to the wild card. Don't quote me on it, though. It's possible. I think it's Columbus. Let me check. Blue Jackets. I know that's... Yeah, Columbus Blue Jackets. You guys are silently being amazing. Silently. You haven't been a storyline, but you are demolishing the people in your division. I expected you guys to do good, but not this good. You might... I think you probably will be in the semifinals for the Cup. You're going to be in the Conference Championship. You might just make it to the Cup. It's going to be Lightning or Blue Jackets. But we'll see in due time. Dallas Stars, you started off your season against the Vegas Golden Knights and lost. But that wasn't anything to be worried about at the start. It may have hurt your reputation a little bit, but now everyone's reputation is mended because how good Vegas is doing. You are probably going to make the playoffs again. Just keep pushing, guys. In Dallas, don't give up on your team right now. I know your Cowboys lost, but just keep pushing the Stars. They have the possibility. Detroit, I expected you guys to be in the basement this year. You're in 4th place, possibly in wildcard area. You're not... If the season ended today, you would be not in the playoffs. Just keep moving. What happened against the Lightning, that was ugly. I hope we don't see that again, but we probably will this season. I don't want to see that again. We probably will. Just keep pushing, Red Wings. Edmonton. You were a team that I was really, hopeful for them making. I wasn't hopeful, I was almost confident that you guys were going to make it. Now you're in 6th place in your division. And you're not by 6th place by 1, 2, 3 points. You're behind them by 7 points. You're behind the Flames. You're not doing that good right now. Calgary is demolishing you. You have been terrible. You beat the Knights, which is currently 1st place in your division, but that's not going to do anything because you've only beat them once. Edmonton, start playing to what you should be, because you should be a playoff contender. I thought you would probably be in the Cup. I thought you might have a chance of winning the Cup this year, but no. You're crumbling under the pressure of this team, of this NHL season. Florida Panthers, there's not much to say about you guys besides that you still are pretty bad, but you're mediocre. You're in the same position the Red Wings are. Just keep pushing. That's my key to success with the Panthers. Just keep pushing. LA Kings, you're in a weird position. You came into the season expecting first place, but you are getting robbed of it by the Knights. No one expected the Knights to be there. Everyone expected the Yotes or the Knights to be in the basement. But the Knights are on top of their division. The Pacific is a mess right now. Kings, you're going to make the playoffs. But what you do after that, after you make it, determines your future of next year. Your owner probably will continue to push for a better team, but they want another championship. LA wants that. And as always, LA Dodgers failed to connect, and we'll see what happens with them. Minnesota Wild, I expected you to be in last place, but Chicago's doing that for you. You're tied with the Colorado Avs. I don't have much to say except for exactly what I said about the Avs and the Blackhawks, besides the fact that you had a mediocre off season. Maybe you can do better, but there's not much to say about you guys. Canadians, you're terrible this year. You're not going to make it, I don't think. You're not winning when you're in conference and division play, which isn't good. Most of your games are going to be in division. You need to start winning those. Nashville Predators, you're doing worse than I expected you. I thought you would be above the Blues halfway through the season, but you're not. Hopefully we'll see them start going a little bit better. They've got a game tonight against the Oilers, Edmonton, and then they play the Knights, and then the Yotes. So 2 easy games in theory and a difficult game, but we'll see what happens with them in the future. New Jersey Devils, you guys are doing better than expected, but once again, you're still on the edge of making playoffs. You need to continue to push as hard as you can. New York Islanders, you're so bad that it's not even funny. You're in a 3-way tie for last place in your division with the Hurricanes in Philadelphia. Continue losing like this and not doing anything during the off season, and Barclays won't have a reason to keep you because you won't even be able to pay your rent. Barclays, you don't have a good relationship with Barclays anyways. They have no reason to keep you when that lease is up. Rangers, I would say you're in the same situation as the Islanders, except 3 points ahead of them. I don't have much hope for you guys either. Just continue doing this, and I don't think New York will like you as much as they do right now. Ottawa, you're terrible. You're not as bad as the Sabres. That's all I can say. You better hope that you don't fall to the Sabres level, but you might if you continue this up. Philadelphia Flyers, you are the worst fan base, and I'm going to get dislikes for this. I don't like you guys. Simple as that. If you continue this, I will continue to hate you guys. So, you better hope that your fan base gets better, and you get better too. Philadelphia, you suck. Pittsburgh Penguins, former Stanley Cup champions, but yet you can't keep even in the top 3. You're in a good division, yes, I get that, but you are the Stanley Cup champions. You have Crosby. You should be in 2nd, 3rd, or 1st, those areas, but you aren't. You are in the middle. You are mediocre right now. You aren't good. Mediocre. Please, try to be good. Or actually, don't try, because the majority of the people in the NHL don't like you. Try to be good. St. Louis Blues. Not much to say about you guys besides the fact that you're actually doing good. I will see you in the playoffs. San Jose Sharks. I think I've pretty much covered you. Combine what I said about the Ducks and the LA Kings, and that's what I have with these guys. Tampa Bay Lightning. I knew you guys would be good, but congratulations. You're 10 points above the Bruins, and you're demolishing right now. You are the #1 team in the league. Congratulations, Tampa. You're good. Now keep doing this, and you got yourself the Stanley Cup. Toronto. Third place in your division. Well, second place. Tied with the Boston Bruins. You are 12 points ahead of the Red Wings, who are currently fourth place. You have to do this, or else you will lose. If you lose 6 games in a row and the Red Wings win 6 games in a row, guess what? You're tied. That's not a lot of games. Continue pushing. I don't like you, Toronto. Canucks. Canucks. I knew you'd be around the basement, but I wasn't expecting you guys to do this good. You're almost even with the Edmonton Oilers, who I expected to be in second place. Congratulations, Vancouver. You didn't completely demolish yourselves. And the Vegas Golden Knights. This is the news line. This is the news story of the year right now. You guys are doing amazing. Vegas, congratulations. You got yourself a pro team. But you guys have to get this fan base huge before those Raiders come to town, because they will stomp you guys out. You think NHL has this fan base? Wait until the NFL comes to town. That's all I gotta say, Vegas. Washington Capitals. You guys are doing good this year. You're beating the Penguins. Congratulations. You're mediocre, and I hope you guys can break the Washington curse. I wish you luck in the second half of this year. In the Winnipeg Jets. You are doing good. You're beating the Blues and the Predators. That's better than you did last year. Just keep doing this, and you're going to possibly make it to the Stanley Cup. And that's all I got. This is all the NHL teams and what I think about them going into the second half of this season. Please, everybody, wish these teams luck, as few of them will need it if they have any chance of even making it 500 this year. Please, stop being bad, Arizona.